Drawer liners. Why do we do it? Because we've got stains at the bottom of our drawer that we do not want to see anymore, or to give a little pop of color, or maybe just to protect the bottom of your drawers. This is from Amazon. We will have it linked in the description below. It is the adhesive paper, and there's lots of different ways on how to do it, but today we're going to show you how we do it. Let's go.
First thing first is you have to remove the drawer, as it is hard to line them when they're still in the dresser. Then you're going to roll out your contact paper, and you're going to do this with the grid side up. This is so when you make your marks, you don't make it on the part that you are showing inside your drawer. This is the important part. This is where you're going to make a difference. You're going to put your drawer on the contact paper with the front of the drawer hanging off the table, and then you will just take a pin and trace out the outside of the drawer. After that, you'll remove the drawer and you'll get to cutting out the marks that you have made in a perfectly measured drawer without having to measure it. Now, since the drawer liner had a lot of memory from being rolled up, we're going to put it into the drawer and just kind of test it out before we take the paper off the back of the drawer liner. And this is so that we can get our shape and it gets it a little bit straighter so it's not going to curl on us. Then it's the most humbling part of trying to peel off the back paper, and then we are ready for the hardest part, which is laying it down into the drawer. I like to do this by lining it up with the sides of the drawer and then bringing it up to the front, and then I just kind of let gravity take it down, and I lightly get the edges first and get all the corners into the edges of the drawer and my sides of the drawer put together. And then I use a Bondo spreader to go in the middle, and I'm going very lightly in the middle and smoothing it out, getting all the bubbles out. And I go from the front of the drawer to the back of the drawer, and when I get towards the edges, then I turn the Bondo spreader and I get it towards the sides of the drawer. And then the very last thing we do are the corners. This way we can have a little bit of wiggle room if we messed up a little bit, and we can move it around. That's why we're going in lightly at first, and the corners are always going to be the last one that we do. After we do that, we're going to take a final pass, going with firmer strokes across the edge just to make sure that the contact paper is fully adhered to the bottom of the drawer. Then we're going to take an X-Acto knife and we're going to cut the excess off the sides of the drawers, and we're going to make sure that we get into those corners and cut the corners before we peel it off, because if we don't, then we are going to tear the paper in the corner, and then it's just going to be a lot of work to fix that. Always cut your corners, doing up into the corner of the slice and then doing it on the other side. So there you have it, the easiest way to line drawers without having to get a measuring tape out, and a whole lot quicker. And it just makes such a difference lining the drawers and gives it a little extra touch. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe, and leave us a comment on what you want to see next. Thanks!